in the secret place, up in that bedroom. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay.
And I'm Tay.
Man, welcome to our channel. We are going to be talking about a post that we ran across on a Facebook group. We thought it was pretty interesting because the post was about, I'm going to read the post.
Let me read the post.
Read the post, babe.
Let me read.
Go on and tell them what's up. What does the post say?
It says, 3 rules to a successful relationship.
Oh, we talking about successful relationships.
Never lie, never cheat, and never make promises you can't keep.
Now, while that sounds cute because it rhymes and it might look good on a t-shirt, let's really break that down because 3 rules to a successful relationship. Hey, and I just want to pause real quick. Hey, if you're watching this video and you're kind of curious about the content that we're about to talk about, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button because we're going to get into it. All right, babe. So the first one is never lie. Now, that's pretty good. All right, we're thinking of a successful relationship. Now, it didn't clarify marriage or friendship or anything like that. So we're going to be looking at it from a marriage perspective. Okay, so we're just going to remove relationship and replace it with marriage. Never lie. We would say that's pretty much a good rule of thumb.
Right.
You could say.
I agree with the never lie.
All right. Never cheat.
That's okay. For me, I feel like never lie, never cheat. I feel like those are just common. It should be a common thing in a marriage. That should naturally just be something that you shouldn't have to say, oh, never do this and never do that or whatever. Something that should be kind of like intrinsic knowledge. Like you should just... Yeah, that's how I feel about those. It shouldn't have to be like a learned behavior to not lie and not cheat. What about make promises you can't keep? Okay. That one, because I could say I can promise to do something, right? And then something happens and I can't do it. It's possibility. We're human. Okay, that right there is like, I don't feel like that needs to be in there. Okay. Because what if something happened and you gotta not do that? Okay, so example. Okay, I promised I would take you to dinner, right? Okay. And then one of the kids gets sick or something. Right. I made a promise and I didn't keep it. Can you think of something that we went through recently, or maybe just in the course of a year and a half that maybe we made some promises that we fell short on? Ooh, a whole lot of stuff. The whole thing. We actually vowed and fell short in our marriage vows, right? So like, hey. We fell short. Yeah. In a lot of areas. Oh, yeah, because I vowed that I would love you like Christ loved the church, like God loved me unconditionally, and I fell short on that. He fell short on that because there was days I did not feel loved. Yeah, and you promised to always take care of my heart. I didn't do that. I kind of like stepped on it and crumbled it up and stuff. But that is neither here nor there. We are talking about are these the 3 rules to a successful relationship, successful marriage? Are these would you consider these are the 3 rules? It's not, right? Because let's just say that I grew up around a very abusive role model. Okay, it was very common for the husband to be physically abusive to the wife. Okay, so according to this statement, never lie, never cheat, and never make promises you can't keep. Let's say I uphold all those things, right? But I come in and I beat you twice a week. Yeah.
but I upheld the 3 rules for a success. That's not really a successful relationship. Or maybe I just cuss you out all the time. Or maybe it's not all the time. Maybe I just cuss you out
every other day.
Every other day. Or maybe I'm abusive to the children. Maybe I come in and I called them names. I called them, B's and H's, and I put my hands on them and I, just beat them to their butt bleeds. Every little thing. And I'm very narcissistic in some ways, but narcissists are really big liars. So I don't want to say narcissist. So we'll just kind of stick with the abuse, right? So that's still not a successful marriage. I mean, that's common sense. Mm-hmm. So I think sometimes when we're scrolling through social media, and we run across like these little posts that sound cute, because I think we've all done it. Mm-hmm. Actually, Tay and I talked about it the other day, right? You ran across a post that was like 7 years ago, mm-hmm. And it had something to do about faith, mm-hmm. right? But it was what? Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember what it was, but while you can,
it was a memory that showed up on Facebook.
It was something that I posted about God, and mm-hmm. at that time.
And that's okay, but at that time, so I asked Tay, I was like, okay, what does that verse mean to you today? Does it still mean the same thing to you today as it did 7 years ago, right? And so sometimes I think we can kind of get caught up in like, this is a cute post, this is a good post. Yeah, it makes you feel good. It sounds good, but is it actually?
I found one of them.
Oh, you did? What does it say, man?
It says, sometimes in life we think we have this plan for ourselves without even knowing that we are on God's timing. And it isn't all about what we have planned, but what He has planned. I have become so close to Him that I accept His ways of life for me. His plan is so much bigger than I could have dreamt for myself. I have been continuously blessed this year alone, and just wanted to share with you all that my God is beyond magnificent, and I know that He will never leave me nor forsake me. He is my everything. Now, at that time, it was 2016. And
man, those are some missile words that she was using.
It was 2016. I'm gonna say, I guess I wasn't actually like living that life. Like, I was still sinning daily, like not living up to that word. While I thought at that time that I had allowed Him to order my path and everything, I was still like manipulating it. At that time, I was in a relationship that I shouldn't have been in, and we were shacking,
playing house. We've all done it. Hey, you say you ain't done it, man. Shoot. We've all done some things. We got some dirt, boy.
Yeah, I was shacked out with this guy.
And what else does it say? That I accept His way.
I accept His way
of life for me.
His way of life.
What does that mean today than it meant like during 2016? Like that's big.
It's very big. Like, now, I can honestly say I'm accepting His way, because boy.
You realize that, like that's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement.
Like, once you really understand the character. Oh, okay, we're sidetracking, but the point is, when we go through social media, we kind of look at some stuff like that. Man, you really gotta like examine it, because it's very easy to just kind of surface level agree with it. Now, some three things that, or 3 rules that we think. Hey, and by the way, we haven't even rehearsed this. This is just, we don't usually rehearse our videos. Mm-mm. We just kind of pick something, we turn on the camera, and we want to come at you guys like just straight, raw, transparent, and hey, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I mean, Tay might just bust out some barbecue and stick it on the table and eat it. I might, there ain't no telling what would happen. Kids might walk in, even though we tell them, because you know how kids be doing. They just be doing stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whew. Three rules to a successful marriage. What would you say?
What would you say?
What would I say? Oh, man.
For me, I'm gonna say definitely. Right? I'm gonna say communication is a big deal for a successful marriage, because if you can't communicate, then you might as well get rid of it.
And that sounds good too, right? Like, but if you don't know how to communicate or even been taught to communicate,
yeah, that was our problem.
That was our problem. That was a big problem. Because I asked Tay in the very beginning, what's something that you value in a relationship, or what's important to you, right? She said communication. I was like, awesome, because I love communication. I had a very self-righteous view of myself, thinking that I was this great communicator, right? And a little bit the same way with you, until we kind of got together and realized we sucked at communicating.
Yeah, we did.
I couldn't even read her mind, and she was wanting me to read her mind. I caught her with an olive in her mouth, boy. She turned them olives up, y'all. Boy, hey, if y'all think Tay's over here tearing up these olives, boy, like a vulture, boy, give us a like. Boy, say something down there. Stop eating them olives like a vulture, Tay.
Don't y'all say nothing to me about my olives.
Hey, boy, she turned them things up, boy. Yeah, so communication. I think learning how to throw away pride and embrace your humility, and I think those are two things that you gotta practice.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I was okay. I can agree to that. But I feel like that's some of that too, because that's something that you grow and you develop over time in that marriage. And we're speaking of marriage, right? Because we don't automatically just come perfected, right?
No. We're perfected in what Christ did on the cross.
That's right.
Through his righteousness, but our flesh.
We ain't talking about that, though.
Yeah. We talking about 3 rules to a successful relationship. So we got communication. We got throwing away pride and embracing humility, right? Because I think if you're embracing pride, then you don't care if you lie. You don't care if you cheat. You don't care if you make promises you can't keep. Yeah. You don't care about none of that, right? Because you're working in a very self-centered mindset. What would be the third? What would be the third one, babe? Three rules to a successful relationship.
Oh, now, I got the third one.
These ain't the only 3 rules, right? This is just us brainstorming. You guys are brainstorming. Put what you think in the comments. What do y'all think the 3 rules are for a successful marriage? What you think? What's that third one, babe? Hit them with it. Hit them with it.
The last one for me, I'm going to say, it's going to be something crazy.
She going to say something crazy.
Your body is my body.
Boy, she talking about, you already know. Boy, she talking about that, in the secret place, up in that bedroom, doing
I'm just
things.
joking, okay.
We can't say it because we don't want to get demonetized or anything like that. We don't want to get a strike, but I think we know what's up.
Babe, I don't give you a third one.
No, you say that's a third one?
No, that's not my third one.
That ain't your third?
Ain't
She's just talking about
I'm just messing around.
Well, eat them all.
But I love that time with my husband. Man,
this is getting a little raunchy. We gonna have to check this video ain't made for kids. No, it's not. I would say the third one, find out who your allegiance is to. I think if you are submitted to Christ right? And I'm not trying to over spiritualize this, but this is a big deal, right? I mean, 3 rules to a successful marriage. I think if you're submitted to Christ, everything else follows. It's much like Matthew 6:33, right? Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. So I think as long as your relationship is good this way, then we can do this way, right?
Pastor
so it's
John.
like a cross, right? Pastor John, shout out to Pastor John, watching. Love you, brother. So if our relationship with Christ, if this way is us and Christ, if this is good, then the people aspect is good.
Yep, the love God and love people.
Absolutely.
It'll just
2 greatest
naturally
commandments. So yeah, I think the 3 rules for a successful marriage are just that. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think we're gonna wrap up this video, and we thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yep, and let me eat my olives in peace. So please don't say nothing to me about my olives.
Tay shenanigans, you know. Yeah, I love you, man.
I love you too, Phil.
I love you.
Give me one more.
You my best friend.
You my best friend.
Nah, you my best friend.
I probably got olives all in my teeth.
You sure do. Boy, that smile look like the Grinch, boy. That thing look like... Max, come here. I love you, bud.
Look.
Thank you. All right, y'all. We out of here. Till next time.
Bye.